Let's go watch the Warhammer preview of the CUSTODES.
This is the quintessential image.
That's a woman.
You're not canon.
It's not canon. But I'm not upset that necessarily we have female custodian models. What I'm upset about is that this is the biggest slap in the face to Warhammer fans. This is the worst retcon they could possibly do that's disrespectful to their people. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say that this is just fantasy. Don't take this serious, don't be so dense. But what makes a Space Marine different? Power armor isn't a new idea. We have it in Fallout. We have it in Halo. But what makes a Space Marine different? It is the lore and it is the setting. But if you don't respect the lore, you're going to disrespect the community. There is nowhere, and I want you guys look this up, find out for yourself, but there is nowhere that says CUSTODES are sisters, are female, right? It's always been a brotherhood, brothers, men. And this really upsets so many Warhammer fans because when it says this for the longest time through all of CUSTODES lore, and then they change it to female, you don't think that's going to upset them? All right, so here is the receipts, all right? We have here, no older than late infancy, and it is a great honor for those of Terran noble houses to submit a son to be a custodian. A son, not a daughter, all right? That is one reference. But it's not just there, right? We have here, it was the highest honor to be chosen for duty within that brotherhood. Brother, not a sisterhood, right? Even if all 10,000 of my brothers had patrolled those walls. Brothers, guys, it is not sisters, all right? We got sons. We have 4 sons. It is all known that all custodians begin their lives as the infant sons of noble houses. It doesn't refer to them as daughters, all right? Here, these men are my bodyguards. Men. For all this time, they've been calling it men, right? And then they come with this female custodian in a Warhammer animation, and they made it very clear that it was a woman. And it got so much backlash. The Warhammer community was like, this is wrong. There's no such thing as female custodians. And they're trying to give Warhammer the proof, the receipts. And this is how Warhammer responded to them. In regards to female custodians, there have always been female custodians since the first of the 10,000 that were created. This is the most disrespectful statement I have ever seen. I don't know who their PR is, but this is so rude and it's so disrespectful to the Warhammer community and the fans to it. I'm not even upset that they're female custodian miniatures. But what upsets me is that this is just a bad retcon. They could have tried to add to the lore. They could have tried to come up with some way that's at least a conscious effort to add. Instead of just calling everybody liars and saying that there's always been female custodians. It just doesn't make sense. And I actually think this is probably going to sell out. There's a lot of people new to Warhammer, both because of Space Marine 2. They're going to see that this is some new shiny box, and I think it's probably going to sell out. And this very well might just be the gateway to female Space Marines. And I hope that's just like not going to be some super bad retcon like this one. It is so poorly done. And think about it, guys. The lore is what makes Warhammer beautiful, right? It's not like we're seeing some Mr. of Battle or some Brother of Silence, right? The Space Marines are a brotherhood. The CUSTODES are referred to sons in brotherhood. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just wish Warhammer would do this differently. And I hope that it doesn't become Disney-fied, right? Like it becomes Star Wars, or it becomes a new Lord of the Rings TV series or The Witcher, where it becomes so mainstream. They don't respect the lore, they don't respect the community. And because of that, they're just throwing away, it was like since the 80s, right? Got 60 years of lore just completely down the trash. And that's just going to ruin what made Warhammer special. If you guys are upset about this, I think you should try to tell Warhammer, but come with receipts. Tell them that you're a Warhammer fan, you've invested hundreds or thousands of hours into Black Library books. Tell them. Tell them where in the lore it says they're men, right? I hope they'll listen. I really do. Come with receipts, tell them your concerns. I mean, that's why I'm making this video. Remember in the last video where we had that potential leak of Porter Robbo and you guys were all saying like, it's AI, it's 100% AI, it's a fake. I'm not gonna lie, boys. I'm a little bit concerned at the moment that it might not be a fake. Remember, hope is on the road to disappointment, okay? But I sure hope it's not. Remember, it is heresy not to like and subscribe to this video. Always feel free to voice your guys' opinions in the comments. I really do read all of the comments. And remember, voice your opinions to Warhammer. Come with receipts. Tell them how you really think about this and why, or if you disagree with it. And that's it. Bye.